Greetings to the crypto community. We are pseudo-anonymous. We are here to smash that like button. We believe this content needs to reach more people like you. We are watching. We are listening. Most importantly, we are liking and subscribing. We are pseudo-anonymous. Expect us.
Christmas is coming. Start sending your letters off to Santa. Christmas is coming. Yeah. Better be nice if you want your present. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming. Yeah. Staying up late looking out the window. Yeah. Christmas is coming, yeah. Spotting some sleigh rides and some jingle bells. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Christmas is coming. Roasting some chestnuts on the fire. Yeah. Christmas is coming. Yeah. Celebration and surprises. Tell all your brothers, sisters, mama and papa too. Ooh, yeah. Tell all your brothers, sisters, and mama and papa too. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, or in my back, yeah.
Oh golly, that's so loud. Oh gosh. Dang, my head hurts today. What?
Neck is frozen.
Ooh.
Catch me rolling. I'm the chosen. Snow is falling.
Oh, that's loud.
He's calling. Check my list.
Testis.
Most of y'all done.
Testicles 1, testicles 2. And they're both there. All right, let's go.
Favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing. Diamonds blinging. Carols singing. Favorite season. They say Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, or in my back, yeah. They said Saint Nick, but you got a bit in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack, or in my back, yeah. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen. Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. No, I can't forget about the one with the red nose. When I fly high, my sleigh still stay 10 toes. Bring the beat, bring the cheese, bring the cheese. Put the lights up, 'tis the season. Need no Grinch types, no Ebenezer. Don't believe this, y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season.
You know what's up with Antarctica.
Diamonds blinging, carols
You
singing.
know they live in that big old hole up there.
They said, say Nick, but you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, but you
Everybody
got up
knows
in
the
that
real Santa
bag,
Claus is an
yeah.
alien.
I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, but you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, but you got up in that bag. I got racks in my sack or in my bag. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh, here comes that asshole. Here you go, Road Dogg. Seat's all warmed up for you.
Thank you, Sean.
You still ain't Batman.
Just go to your cage, Sean.
You look rough.
Stop yelling at me, Sean.
I wasn't really yelling at you.
Stop yelling at me, Sean. For God's sakes. For the love of God, please stop yelling.
Man, you're a little touchy today. You need to learn to hold your liquor.
For the love of God, one last time. Please stop yelling at me, Sean. Before I rip out your eyeballs. Open your mouth. And just take the humongous dump down your throat.
Damn. I'm going.
Do so quietly. Well, let's get this party started.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you very much.
Bring it in. Bring it in. Bring it in. The doctor's here. The doctor's here. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. This is one of those days. This is one of those days when you just need to bring it in. Bring it in. It's okay. It's all right. Go ahead. Let it out. Let it out. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Deep breath. All right. Look at me and listen to me very closely. You got this. Okay, you got this. Bitcoin on the 6 minutes so we can see the intensity of this move. Oh, look at this flag to the upside right here. Oh, no, didn't flag. It just went down. Oh, well, double bottom here. We're going to go to the up. Nope. It just kept on coming down. All the way to around 93.8 is what I've got on this particular chart here. Dang, that was intense. That was kind of happening about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time here. I missed a lot of that. I was doing some stuff, but I have been nibbling on some Bitcoin and had to do a lot of moving funds just to kind of safeguard some of my swing trade positions. You know, I had the risk was being managed, but these big drops like this kind of put you in a situation where you're like, and once again, you know, I look at my portfolio and how it has dropped. Still up a lot. Still up a hell of a lot from where it was from that last big drop. I gotta say that. It's still doubled from where I was before that last big drop. It's still doing good, but still, it took a nice big hit today. I think I'm down about 50 G's or something like that. And when that happens, I'm looking back because I've been really working at trying to build some dry powder, and I have. But when you get a drop like that, and you look at what you took out, and you look at how far it dropped, I'm always sitting there. Clearly, I should have done that a little bit better. I'm never satisfied with my profit taken. I feel like I just don't take enough, even when I think that I'm working it. But I had to do it conservatively so that if we do get a drop like this, I'm not liquidated, right? And I still got wiggle room. That's where I am in this market. Now, if we kind of zoom out here just a little bit, squint our eyes, kind of turn our head sideways, kind of hop up and down on one foot with a little jingle bell. Count to 3 backwards. 3, 2, 1. Snap our fingers. I don't know. What the hell is he talking about? Hey, we got a scallop, an inverse scallop, if you want to look at it. Some people say, look, that's an inverted cup, and that's an inverted head and shoulders to the downside. Hey, there are inverted head and shoulders, by the way. We're on a small time frame. Let's keep that in mind, too. The bigger picture of things did not form that. It just happens to be, where we can see it here. Ladies and gentlemen, what have we got? We got... This was on the 5th. And here we are on the 9th. Second week of December, we talked about this before, how December, that there are pullbacks. And we will look and say, why am I in crypto? Remember us having this conversation? We even said, we kind of speculated, just based, not anything on the charts, but just based on past cycles. Yeah, the second week of December could have some surprises in it, and gosh darn it, didn't we get one? A nice big pullback. How big of a pullback for you, Bitcoin, from your, well, let's don't go from your high up there. Let's take it just from where you were. We got that we went back to 100,000, 101,000. It's only a 7.5%? Are you kidding me? I mean, 20% is what we could be looking at. That would 3 times. That would suck 3 times as much. This one over here was just only a 13%. Because at some point we'll probably get a 30% dip. I'm not saying it's going to happen now, but at some point, as on our rise up, we can get a nice 20-30% dip out of this stuff. Now, what would that look like if we were to do that from here? 30% would take us down to about 70,000. That would suck. Don't stop talking that way, Road Dog. Gosh darn it. Stop screaming, for the love of God, John. So, what up? I was tracking this little flimsy trend line. It's actually respecting it. We wick below it, but that's the actual line I've got there on the smaller thing. It's not the strongest, it's not the best, or anything like that. If we were to look at trend lines here, I mean, we had a great run, right? 3 humps and then a dump. This was the dump. Nice support here, still nice support there. 382 Fibonacci, if I remember that correctly. If we're doing our TA here, that's a good sign. That's good. Swing high, low to swing high. Oh, no. You weren't the 382. You were this is, if we can hold this area and bounce off of it, there's a strong move coming. There is. It's just rare to hold that one. I would expect this 382 to be touched. Not saying that it's going to happen. Not saying that at all. May not even see that. This drop may be about over. Here on the 4 hour, we haven't even touched the 200 moving average yet. And now both of these will probably come up and meet sometime over the next day or two. And hopefully it will respect it and not drop below it, because, well, that would be sucky. And that would just that's just improper, Bitcoin. That's just disrespectful. Please don't do that, Bitcoin. We raised you better than that, Bitcoin. Let's get rid of this guy. Do we draw a line? You draw a line. At that 382, just in case we get to get down there. I wants to know about it. I'm also going to draw a line right here, spell out this 236 Fibonacci area, that we're holding this area. I will, if we can still hold that area, we haven't lost it. We're not even close to it yet. 92,000, other than when we tried to get there today and didn't. Now, I don't know if this particular trend line is going to hold. If it doesn't, of course, we could see these little guys down here, and it sucks to say that for some people. But I'm seeing signs here on the smaller time frames. Look at this 1 hour. Look who is in the mix right there. I'm not the least surprised that Miss Lucy is just sitting right there, right in the middle of it. But you know what? Even on the 1 hour here and all the other time frames that I'm seeing, mostly, and maybe some of the small ones look different, but our moving averages are stacked nice. The right sequential order, 800, 660, 200, or the 360, 200, 100, the 50. I mean, they're all in order, so we're still up and to the right. We're slowing down a little bit. We are. And I'm sure somebody probably said, like that inverted Adam and Eve, and maybe it will play out. I tend to look at things different. If I was going to look at the local pattern, I'd probably be looking at it like as this guy. And that's a bearish pattern. It is, but we're respecting the bottom of it. I would just zoom out. Like, give this one some time. We're at some fib levels. We broke this guy. We knew we had to do something. I was very impressed that we kept going higher highs and higher lows. That's pretty dang impressive. We've not made a lower low from this low when we touched 90,000. We got that going for us. We could do it. I hope we don't do it. If we do it, I'm going to buy. But my collateral's being kind of spread thin, since me having to safeguard a few positions that, just to keep them on it kind of limits how much that I can actually put in at these areas. That kind of sucks. I think the lesson is just take more profit. Take more profit. Can this trend line be maturing out? Let's zoom out a little bit and see what we got. There's an idea. And might have a little something going on here with these wicks. Might we have something going on with these wicks? Hadn't seen that before. Let's come to the candle bodies, and we will take it to the first wick. And second wick hasn't really touched it. That's interesting. I'm gonna blow that little guy up. Look at that idea for a little while. If we got some corresponding angles there, we might have snap it. We got a channel idea going on right here. It's not the greatest channel idea, but we have two touch areas on one side and two on the other. We're almost qualified. Almost. I like to have three touches on one side, two on the other. Not quite got that. Unless we want to scoochie this thing up a little bit and cheat a little bit. But I'm saying, hey, we're just in the sideways range, man. We're just in the sideways range. What we sweating for? Well, this little indicator right here is suggesting that the point of control, 97,800, is where we should start gravitating toward. Bottom of the range being around 94,000, top of the range being in the neighborhood of 99,400. This is a pretty cool little indicator here. And we are what's the word? We're consolidating, and it's a bigger consolidation than what I'm used to at these resistance areas, such as this orange trend line, which is definitely, that's a place that you should get smacked down from. If it's orange on my charts, that's a smackdown line, a horizontal line, that is. It's a variation of a 618. And it means something should happen here to give us something. Wouldn't have expected that, but after getting that, I wouldn't have expected it to happen so soon again. But hey, man, that's what this market is. It's volatility, and if you play it right, one of you guys said you went heavy into dry powder. Was it last night before? Yeah. Now you get to use it wisely. Hopefully you still got most of it still left, because you don't want to blow your whole wad immediately. You want to get some of those juicy deals. What are we listening to here? I got some crazy music going on. That's kind of weird. We'll go back with our tried and true. All right. So Bitcoin. Let's take a look at her on the daily. here we are. And then we lost our non-moving average. Last night I was saying, hey, we're above the 9, so I can't talk bad about her. We can come down. Clearly, we can come down, touch some things, but she's above the 9. Got nothing bad to say about her. She's below the 9 right now. We can talk a little bit bad about her, but that candle body is hanging on this 21 moving average. The 9 has not crossed it yet. Hopefully it won't. We did a ducklet move over here, which was bullish as all get out, right? Looked like it's going to cross and it didn't. Now it looks like, we're at the beginning stages of a cross. Price will have to kind of really drop down a lot, kind of heavy to make that cross. And we don't want to see that. If we see that, I would be looking for probably 88,000 if that happened. Until then, we got a chance to bounce right back up here and go along our merry little way, kind of like we did, maybe 4 years ago. I don't want to forget where we were 4 years ago. I'm going to always keep coming back to that. Back over here in good old December. What did we do last December? We got a nice little spiky up there first week. Then we got to pull back around the 5th, and then on the 9th we got a dump, kind of like today. I find that interesting, don't you? This was the 8th. Well, this was the 9th. We fell back to about 17,000. We went sideways for a couple of days, and then she decided, well, these moving averages did not cross. Yeah, look familiar? That's what we're shooting for. She came back and retested that area, got a little bit of a lower low, and then from there, shortly after, starting on the 12th, we got a little taste of it. By the 13th, the 14th, we're thinking, she might be doing something here. And then Wednesday, the 16th, blast off. It was moon rocket. Always set up to do something like that, but still it wasn't all over. Here's where we started having these big dips, bigger pullbacks. I don't think this one was too bad, but we go up and we come back. We went 24,000 and then we pulled back 11% to about 21. Scary enough, but it gave people the opportunity, and then the price still recovered and went on. 4 years ago, on a 4-year cycle, should we expect something similar? I would say, hell yeah, we should. We've got the big boys in on Bitcoin. We got scarcity on Bitcoin. The happening has happened. The scarcity is in effect. They're trying every little trick in the book that they can get to get cheaper Bitcoin. But there's only so many that can be sold to knock these prices down. Where are we at? Let's go find you. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat that's hanging out. We got 30 people hanging out tonight. Hey, man. Welcome, guys. Let's come over here and say hello. Make sure we got our microphone on. Hate to be talking this whole time and not have my microphone on. We got Strega. How's it going, Strega? Avi Medina. Rising Sun. Tommy 2 liters, dog. What's happened to the crypto markets? Slowly, there might be a couple of days of dips coming on. This is buy the dip season, and it's something you gotta buy when you don't feel like buying. You gotta buy when you're scared. And if you do that during this time, this is crypto opinion. This is not financial advice. Look, where's the truck? Oh my gosh, where's the little truck? There's a little truck that says not financial advice. I'm gonna get my fly swatter out and smack him when I see it. There he is. He's still going. Personally, I do believe we will be all right. The momentum is still in the market. I would say if you want some peace of mind, let's look at some bigger things going on. We're getting a little slowed down on the weekly with the MACD saying, hey. Not horrible. We got the red dot on market cipher, but we got money flow really in the green. Now, VWAP is starting to come down. There's some signs saying, hey man, she might want to come back further. I'm not really enjoying looking at that on the weekly, but that's what it says. But this is the weekly. Let's come down to like the 3-day. 3-day. Now that's, we got to pay attention to this. Just keep our eyes on it. This is when we need to. This is when you got to be diligent on the bigger types, especially if this was the weekly and we saw the MACD doing this. This is my rule for the market on the weekly. When I see the MACD doing this, and I did not do well with it last time I did it, to start looking at getting paid a little bit more. It just to start watching. This is a lagging indicator on the week. This is not the weekly chart. I'm not saying don't do it now, but I'm telling you, if you want to try to nail this whole cycle, pay attention to the weekly MACD for something that looks like this, because that's close to, it could be close to the top. And when those lines cross, baby, it's over, and it's late too. You got to kind of front run this guy. We have to pay careful attention to that. But again, we're looking for that scenario on the weekly. That was the 3-day. That wasn't it. Ichimoku Cloud here on the 3-day looks just ready to go. We got some room. We could go ups and downs. We can still do that. I mean, we don't go down too much. Enough to, put us sideways through December or something crazy like that. I think we just pay attention to the daily, what it's doing, those moving averages. I really think there's a good chance that they will not cross. Now we come down to the 4-hour. We are all below that non-moving average, just trying to bust over on the 50. We're trying to get bearish. They're trying to push us down a little bit more, maybe down to that 92, back down there. Maybe another wick below this trend line that we got. I don't like breaking trend lines, and that's not the best trend line, but it's an idea that we got. We might be in a channel. If it is a channel, this is the bottom of the channel. We want it to stick here, and it can. That's what we're watching. That's what we're watching for. We break this channel, and then, well, you're on your own. All hell's going to break loose. If we do break that channel, be prepared for it if it happens. This is, we could come back all the way back down to this trend line. Now, there's some confluence for that. Oh my gosh. Tom and 2 leaders, I'll have a better explanation for you here in a minute when I go to Bitcoin dominance to show you what happened. Could there be, can this happen? $75,000 drop? It's warranted. Remember, we broke out. That's a retest area of this breakout. Remember that big old range we were in through there? Coming down through here somewhere, even lower, really. But that retesting that 75,000, this target that we got is this high over here. See that? Let's draw a line. And there's confluence for that. What we're seeing here, this possibility, this could be something that's a week or two away. It's not something like, this will happen now. It could take it a while to play out, but that's what we got to be aware of. So if we do lose this red trend line right here, this one, that's a scenario that could happen, and there's definitely some confluence say, hey, I support that idea. It doesn't really fit in with the narrative for Christmas or anything, but we'll just have to watch it and see. You can't act on it yet. Too early to do that. She might be faking us out because they're good at doing that too. Still a reminder, not very much Bitcoin in the market. All right, so I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin dominance really quick because that'll clear a lot of things up. We talked about this scenario. We talked exactly about it. Hell, I'm not sold that the momentum is still strong. So I wasn't sold that we would even break this trend line, but breaking that trend line was a deal. Now the question is, what's going to happen here? Because the momentum is, the moving averages are good. They're good. Look at this on the daily. Look at the MACD on the daily. She's getting ready to cross. She's looking like she's getting ready to cross. It's not confirmed yet. That means number go up. So the scenario that we talked about over the past week or so was, altcoins do good when this happens, but we find a bottom and we come back up even for a bearish retest. This is for your altcoins. This is what you'd want to see. You would want to see a bearish retest of that, and then number keep coming down, and then we have an altcoin season. If not, the other scenario we're talking about, she comes back up and this is a bear trap. And then that number keeps going up and starts headed towards 66,000, which is the scenario that I see that it can do or higher. Well, altcoins are going to struggle. I mean, they should lift up with Bitcoin, money in the market, but Bitcoin's going to outperform the altcoins when that happens. And that's what's happening right now over these past couple of days with the... And this is why our altcoins are dumping right here. People moved from the altcoins into Bitcoin. And the money's wanting to flow into Bitcoin. And we're coming back up to this daily 200 moving average. Let's watch and see if we can get above it. We got rejected yesterday, fell back down. So altcoins have just kind of been lackluster this weekend. And then, of course, today, the big dumper Rooskies with the total 3. Let's check her out. This is total 3 on the daily. Probably something we need to pay attention to is this on the MACD. Not the greatest look right there. Not the greatest look, ladies and gentlemen, for altcoins. It's not. Ichimoku Cloud says, though, hey, man, don't freak out, though. Don't freak out. We're still kind of good. We're still kind of good right now. Don't freak out. So we lost our trend line. Well, this is... Let's get rid of that. So we can see what's going on. And this was our previous high, and we came up there just a little higher. And now we're not. Now we're not. Didn't quite make it to my 1.24 trillion, but we did get that 1.14. Actually got 1.16. What we need to do in this situation, we'll get rid of these guys. This is irrelevant at the moment. All these, I forgot what that was. Now we just pull our Fibonacci, swing low to swing high. We're at 382. Found support there yesterday. May come down to retest that. It would be great to catch that area, maybe go sideways here a little bit. That would be awesome. Don't know that that's going to happen. We have the 618 Fibonacci down here at 799 billion. If we go down there, we're going to lose about $185 billion in altcoins. Oh, cheaper altcoins. If you've been chasing candles, well, now you know why it sucks. Because you get caught up in this crap. So that's a scenario. We could slow burn down here. We might hang out at this area. We don't know. It's too early to tell, but that's what we're looking for in the bigger time frames. With the MACD crossing and man, RSI was topped out, but she's just coming down. She's got a little bit more. She had 56, and this is 45. Could be headed down a little bit more there. Could be. If we could find a bounce in that area, that would be nice. So altcoins, looking like we're going to have a little bit of a rough week here. As they kind of go sideways, probably a good idea to secure your positions, and if you're ballsy, you might look for some shorts. At some point, I would expect this stuff to bounce back, and probably rather quickly when it does, but we'll have to watch it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go visit Layer GG, check out the news for today, and then we'll come back, get with the chat. We'll start looking at some of these altcoins and see what we can make some sense out of them. Sean, if you can get us to the next scene without saying anything or yelling, it would be great. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What has happened in crypto in the last 12 hours? Outside of the humongous, feels like humongous, it's really not that humongous, but drop out of Bitcoin. Let's see. Bitcoin took a big dip, touching 94,000, but recovered to return to 97,000. Bitcoin dominance is rebounding with relative altcoin weakness. MicroStrategy purchased an additional 21,550 Bitcoin, approximately about $2.1 billion worth, at an average price of $98,783. God bless Michael Saylor for buying the tops. OpenAI has released Sora. It is available at no additional cost to ChatGPT Plus and Pro subscribers. Movement has been listed on all one tier, or is that tier 1? CEXs, including Binance, since TGE, and has had a successful launch. MoveCoin is currently trading at a fully diluted valuation of $7.5 billion. Balancer has announced that Balancer version 3 will be available on December 11th. AVAX Avalanche has announced on its X channel that there will be a big upgrade next week. It looks like Avalanche 9000 mainnet upgrade, previously announced for December 16th, will happen. Act 1, the AI Prophecy, unveiled the Act Swap protocol for AI agent prompts. This appears to be coming soon. Wow. Fuel Network posted a tweet that seemed to hint at a launch tomorrow. The community is looking forward to TGE. You know, I feel stupid admitting this, but that's one acronym that is not registering with me yet. I don't know what TGE is. I will figure that out. But I'm sitting here reading this and I'm like, TGE, I'm sorry, I'm getting nothing. Drawing a blank. We'll Google it. Polyhedra Network has announced that their latest roadmap, their Layer 1 Network EXP chain testnet, is scheduled to launch in December 2024, with the mainnet planned for February 2025. So gosh darn many acronyms to remember. I'm going to repost this. Hit the like. Let's get back to the charts, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for hanging out with me there. Let's go look and see if we can figure out this market and how to go out there and kill something and bring it home.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's say we got Scarecrow, Duality Crypto. I've skipped over anybody. I'm so sorry. Celinda. How's it going, Celinda? Baba Yaz. Ahsoka Tano. Hey, welcome to the stream. Glad to see you again. Good Brown Gravy. How's it going, my man? Doug says, thoughts on Sensei. Zoom out. Wow. Not familiar with that one. I will put it on the list. I do have a little list of things to go over. Some of the things that are kind of, well, some might be some good deals. Probably best to look at some of them you got. Kind of focus on your list. All right, so Sensei. Cubic, there we go. I need to check and see what my bag is worth. I bought that thing like 2 years ago. It best be up. It better be up. I have not looked at it. Thank you, Glasshopper. Warthog Thunderbolt says inverse Bart Simpson butt crack. Maybe. This is how I get lost in the chats here. 1111111. But not the 111s. Hey, there's Joe from Trade Intuition. Go check out his YouTube channel. He's on there every day. Sometimes 3 times a day, it seems. Duality Crypto. Monkey. SPL says Litecoin. Glasshopper says smash that like, support the dog. I like the way you're thinking right there. Somebody else also agrees with you.
For those of you out there that have been hitting that like button, I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much.
Phantom upgrades to Sonic next week. Get ready, says Doug. Matty Go says, I sold my Cartesi for $600 profit. I knew a drop was coming. Congratulations, my man. That was the move. Taco Tuesday says, hey, Mr. Turkey, what the dog crap is Doge doing? We'll take a look at Doge. Matty Ghost total 3 fell to 987 billion from 1.13 trillion. Yeah, that's quite a fall. That's quite a sell-off, isn't it? Get us all excited. Get some people chasing those candles, building them bags bigger, jumping out there, and then now it goes on sale. Gets them every time. Gets us every time. Bugpick, hey, welcome to stream. Have a bad feeling my Zeta trade will get liquidated at 43 cents. Shaking in my boots. We'll take a look at it. Can you add funds to cover? That would be not to add to your position, but just to cover. That's something that you can do on spot margin versus, say, perpetual futures. I think you can do it on futures too. It just probably takes a lot more, but you know, you can. You see a bag that's starting to dip in some area, and she might need just a little pick me up. You just transfer. Oh no, it'd be as little as $50 over there will set you straight. You know, and don't just let it sit there. Like, oh, now my risk is good. But when it comes to perpetual futures, man, you got some, those rules are a little bit, that game's a little bit different. Your liquidation price starts slowly creeping up, and you got the funds and the fees coming in that are boosting you. And tell us about Doji. We will get into it. Nacho time. Good Brown Gravy says CoinEX won't let me swap USDT to friend. That's odd. Oh, did they do the thing? That one was under review. They didn't do anything with it, did they? It hit some take profit. It hit some of my take profits earlier. So I've got to take a little bit of profit from it. So you're trying to buy it? Well, it doesn't say it's not. It just says it's still under observation. Apparently I have no free dry powder over there, or I would give her a try. Alex McAllister says XRP. I do like friend. I want to take a look at friend too. It's proof of work. Proof of work. I like that. That's all. I really. Hey, Good Brown Arabia. I gave you a shout out last night for bringing that when we looked at it last night, for bringing that up, because we got to actually deep dive and go to the website and check it out. That's cool. CoinEX, not your friends. That's true. Dominic Doolittle says, "Thank you, Road Dog, for the 411." Yeah, that Bitcoin dominance is that's what's getting us. I mean, that's the chart to watch to for when the big altcoin dumps might be coming, or bigger altcoin moves. That's a good indicator right there. The cheese is still on the screen. Oh, thank you, Joe. Oh, now we got a moon bag on there. Like cheese. Where's the cheese? Nacho friend. Now that makes sense. Lucy went out for nachos. Lucy's not on the screen, is she? Lucy? Gotta keep your eye on her, man. She always shows up where all the trouble is. 15.2 minutes. Sub says TGE token generation event. Thank you, my man. Thank you for that token generation event. That's a new one on me. Okay, I've seen it a couple of times, and I just didn't. Thank you for clearing that up. That's what's so cool about this channel and the community. Don't trip by the dip, by the dip. Not your cheese. Joe says, man, I'm good. Did I win? Been 10 minutes. Did I do something? Is my mic on? Is the microphone better be on? Microphone, are you on? Microphone seems to be on. I get kind of nervous about that. Glittering Marshmallow 1981. That is a cool ass name. I have seen you on others' streams. They use your content as space filler. Anyway, so happy I found your page. You're very entertaining, sir. Well, thank you for that. I'm definitely different. Definitely weird. A little bit of a freak. In a good way, not the weird, freaky way. I've seen you on other streams. Really? They use your content as a space filler? I would like to know about that. Or see, I don't understand that. But anyway, that's cool. I don't care. They can do that. I just wonder why, how? Why I can't imagine how that's being used. But okay, cool. I'm glad you're here though. Thanks for hanging out. Dang it, Sean. We got Alex McAllister. What are you expecting for XRP, Road Dog? We will definitely get into that. That is on our list. We got I'm going through here collecting a list of coins right now as we speak. I lost over 10 minutes of nachos on screen. Oh man, we can put them back on there if you want it. I know they're kind of, I like nachos. Oh, it's right over the chat, so we can't see. Sorry for the double comment. Did you double comment? Did you double dip? I didn't see it. I won't tell. You should have a radio show podcast where you answer calls of broken relationships, people having relationship problems with partners, neighbors, and shit like that would be hilarious. Oh my God, I would not be the one for that. I have seen one lately from this woman who used to be a madam. And that's kind of interesting. Bug pick. Is it Zeta? I'm taking a Zeta. Oh yeah, for you. Let's take a look at that real quick. Let me just make sure we're okay. I think we're at the end of the chat. Oh look, turkeys! Dave says Peak is holding. Peak has been doing good. Zeta looks cooked. Okay, we got Zeta open here. Zeus, Ty, and Grass, please. Okay. Zeus, Ty, and Grass. Since there's a liquidation possibly on the line here, we'll take a quick emergency look. Where I've got the doctor is in, ladies and gentlemen. The doctor is here. I can't hear nothing, Sean. Nothing. That's the sound of my heart beating, Road Dog. Holy crap. Zeta chain. Oh my gosh. Oh, we're far from 43 cents so far. Let's zoom out. I like to zoom out. Zeta chain. Zeta. I've got a bunch of lines here that I'm sure make sense. They're old lines, and I guess we, nailed some things, but we're just going to clear this off. Oh, that's too thin. Just way too thin. Totally too thin. Too thin of a line. Thicken her up a little bit. Add some cornstarch. That's what Granny always did. Good brown gravy, you know. Or flour. All right, so what we doing here, Zeta? You just hanging out here on the daily? You got the you got dick wicked. Touching that 100 moving average on the daily. See, I like the moving averages myself. Look, you just recently got the buy signal right here. 50 crossing the 200 on this little guy on the daily. It means it's your official buy signal called the Golden Cross. Now, my interpretation is a little different. I read in between the lines. I say it doesn't mean buy right now. It means buy the next dip. Well, this is the dip. The second day of the dip, she did come down to 59. So your liquidation's at 43. I think you're fairly safe. I would lose this channel. That would totally suck. I don't think we're going to. I could be totally wrong, and we could just blast down there. It is a bearish channel, but I think she can still stay in this channel. She seems to be respecting the trend line. If it did, would it get your target? It could. She can come down to 25 cents by that measure move. Now, that's probably giving you a heart attack. Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, we just have to look. That doesn't mean it's okay. It's okay. We're pretending. This is just pretending. It can also do this. Look at. Ooh. It can also go up here to $1.33. Yeah. You like that? That's cool. Okay. It's got, in my personal opinion, it's got a better chance to recover what it's lost than to continue to the downside, because all these beautiful moving averages in the 9, the 21, the 50 have crossed over this 200. We just lost that for a little minute. That's cool. Look how long we held it. We did good. We can get it again. We're good. Soon that 100 is going to cross over that. We'll have all those moving averages flip. We will flip this ribbon. We're so close to flipping this ribbon on the daily. And then we go and dump on a day like today. That sucks. Let's look at the 4 hour. Here on the 4 hour, here we go. This one's going to be a good one to watch, especially if you use these bigger moving average. The 800 and 600. We've already came down there once. It looks like we're going to come back and talk to Lucy. Okay, so I'm looking about 64 cents. About 64 cents. And hopefully, we may not even do that. I mean, the last candle, we didn't do it. Looks like she's trying to on this one, though. It does. May not. It'd be nice if she doesn't. I'm thinking that you're probably safe. Look, here on the 4 hour, the 666 Lucy moving average. Does it make sense now? That's why she's there. She's the devil. She's always in on these crashes. Always, every time. Always there with the crash. As long as we're on top of her, we're good. She likes it. She don't always like for somebody to be on top, but hey. Anyway, she crossed over the 800. 600 crossed over the 800. That's good. This full extended ribbon. I've added 3 more moving averages to my 5 moving average strategy, and I love it. Gives me a lot more in on here. I think we're good. All right, let's go check out Sensei. That was the first request of the night. Sensei, you're not dead today like everybody else. What happened to you, Sensei? SNSY. This is on MEXC, this one. Clearly, she is trying to work on a parabolic move to the upside. We can zoom out. Probably the best thing to do in this situation. Nice parabolic move. She doesn't have the blow off top. That's what we kind of look at, but we don't always get it. I always actually blow off top. Boy, that's 3 even lines. That's a crew cut right there. If I've ever seen one right there. Crew cut, just a flat top. Military haircut right there. All right. We're going to swing out high to low. Tell me what price is going. Oh, you have 411, 11414, honey. I'm pretty sure that her run, it's got a good chance of probably being. This is probably it. She just hasn't realized it and started coming down yet. There's a small chance maybe she could bust up here and get 0.012. We're at 0.009 right now, but. It looks like 0.011 was really 3 knocks on that door, and hey man, that's a 1.14. That's our top. It's a top. We're the top. That's a good key area where she can get behind a reversal. So let's look here. Let's see what else we can tell. Pattern wise, 4 hour time frame. What we got going on? Oh, you got a megaphone pattern that kind of broke out of the megaphone. There's some other stuff. Maybe we can just include it too. It does look on here like she wants to do something a little bit more. That it does. Let's see if we got enough to pull this off. What we got? Oh, you did basically a 382 there. Okay, we'll play this way. See if she plays ball with us. But you're right on that. We're going to go to this 618. See if she can do that. If she's got a little bit more lemon to be squeezed, 0.015 might be happening. That might be her little blow off top that we just quite haven't seen yet. Yeah, that flat top looks square, man. That flat top, you need to do something. Go back to the barber, baby. Let's get you some new style. Let's slap you some 618. Let's color it blonde. You wanna? I got a lot of that. That would be, where are you? From here to there. Oh, that's another 55%. Hello? Hello? You're turning me on. I'm getting a stiffy. Works every time. All right, let's take a look at Cubic. You falling down, Cubic? You went up though. I bought this thing a long time ago. I don't remember. Mine was on Safe Trade, and here we are on MEXC. I got on MEXC in July. Do we have? Can we? Oh, let's do Safe Trade. This was the first play. I had to go to a special exchange to get this. And I want to see what their chart looks like. I don't want to log. Don't want to log in or nothing like that. I just want to go to the markets. Cubic right here. And let's go to the weekly. Well, or the daily. Well, I don't know if I'm doing good in this coin or not. I bought like $800 worth of this thing back in the day. Can we? I can't find you, honey. Where you at? Oh, for the love of God. Go to. I guess we gotta do 4 hour. That does not make any sense. This was October 20. Okay, no. Are we still back down there? I got her somewhere over through here when she was flatlining. It looks like you came all the way back down and then went up. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me at all. So cubic, let's go back over to our other chart where we can. Well, we might as well do it over there, though. You're just being wishy-washy. You don't know what you want to do. Well, we got more chart history. I think we can get better results over here. If I can, yeah, if I can zoom out enough. If I can find my tools. Fibonacci. Swing hard to swing low. What the hell you got going on over here? That's our 618. That's where you got. Okay. Oh, here's our daily. Cool. Yeah. I should be up in this. How many? Holy shoot. Do you want to have like thousands of percent? Nice. Swing hard to swing low. She's back in our little accumulation zone. Didn't quite get support up there, so that's a little concerning right now. She might be getting a little bit more cheaper. Tell me it ain't so. 618, she likes that one. That one's a good target. She likes them all. She likes all the fibs on the way up there, it looks like. 82.86. We're at 39.57 now. That's a sweet target to shoot for. Not anything that we're going to head for right now, though. But we got a marker. It won't mark it. Why won't you? You won't give me a line? You suck. I have to draw my own little line here. All right, so we got that. Now, how far down is she going to come? She's at the 0.5 impulse move. There's a chance that she could find support there, but she probably won't. 618 is what I'm going with. 29.43. Well, look at that, 29.43. You can't draw a line on this thing. Why not? $786 would be a deeper retracement. That could happen. Just depending on what goes on with the altcoin market. If we don't get, we could be going sideways for a while. If we do, we'll probably hit that one. So looking at a decimal 5 zeros, 22 2268 area, and then also about 30. What does it say? 2935. Technically 2254 and 2935 is what the actual fibs are coming out with here on Cubic on Safe Trade. So yeah, she could drop just a wee bit more. She could, another 20. Ooh, 40% almost. But she made a double bottom. It came up, probably come back and retest these areas. That first one there at the 3000 area, or 30, whatever, 3002 is what it says right now. That's at the peak. If we get the fib off of here. That's at the peak of the double bottom here, and that's the neckline, and that's perfect to come back retest that before we start trying to make higher highs and higher lows. So I think she's just a little correction. Just a little December correction going on. Take a look at Litecoin. Good old LTC. Yeah, you know me. I watch everybody sign. What'd you sign off for? Litecoin down at $111 after reaching a high of almost 150 at 147 there. I was going to say going to zoom out. We are zoomed out. I still got to zoom out. I don't think I colored that line. I got lazy. Yeah, that was you. Okay, good. So we got rejected at our 382. We're just coming back down to retest our accumulation zone, my personal opinion. And we did a possible triple bottom pattern here. It's confirmed. Coming back for a retest is how I'm reading it. And we should start working on making higher highs and higher lows. I like the $2 or the $200 area for Litecoin. Clearly we'll be headed back to 140 pretty soon. 200 and then 243. With a little patience and a little luck in the market after they shake us out. Everything looks good on the indicators here on the 3-day. Price above the 200 there. Let's come to the daily. Got a lot of stuff sitting down here. Now there is that little chance that she could pop down here to $76. It could happen if we start getting a little bit more bearish in the market for a few days. It could happen. We got to be aware of that. We have lost this particular trend line. No, we haven't. We're above it. We're above it right now. So some signs that I'm still looking. The ideal thing that we would want to see is for it to hold here. Hold here and then start working up. The worst case scenario would be that maybe she might have a reason over a couple of days to drop down in our 25%. Could happen. Need to be prepared for it if it doesn't, but well, maybe she could recover and start heading back. I'm trying to get my accounts positioned because I'm a position trader and I've got a lot of those open accounts, and a lot of them are pulling back now. My game plan on mine in the pool, I'm just safeguarding my positions the best I can, and when I can, I've got a layer in structure. So if I got a chart like this, I've got a pyramid scheme going on where we buy in bigger as we come down. Ideally, I'm trying to do on that. But most of these, I've already got, when we bounce right back up, as soon as we turn back around, I'm taking profits on the way up. Little by little, I'm peeling those off for what I'm buying here on this dip, and I'll be selling a lot of that off as we start going back up and then getting back into the, the regular targets that I got for the bigger bag as it goes higher and higher. And if I can focus on some ones that I want to build up a much bigger position, then, right now is a good time for me to try to work that in and do that. But I do think altcoins, we might have about a week here. Maybe. It depends on yeah, we could get a slow burn down. That's what I'm looking for. So either we'll bounce back kind of quick and probably go sideways a little bit. We broke the trend line. It's not like it would be kind of rare for us to just come back in. Everything just be hunky-dory, but we have not got the crosses here on the 9 crossing the 20. We haven't got any bearish crosses on our moving averages yet. Maybe we're in the earliest stages for it to happen. We got to be diligent and keep our eyes open for some of that stuff. It is normal that we would get something going on here. We get a correction. If we were looking at Elliott Wave, we'd be looking at like a three-wave correction to the downside, like an A, B, C correction. And that's something we can be looking at. And it could take it a little while to do it. So we don't want to spend all of our load here on altcoins. Maybe we can nibble in, and probably have. Maybe think about taking some profits if we come up here for a retest, a bearish retest, and then buying more down here. Maybe starting to short. It might be a little tricky until we get a little bit more confirmations, but those are some options to do. Let's take a look at Doge. Did we ever get anything on yeah, Litecoin maybe come down to 104. Let's take a look at Doji. What are you doing, Doge? What are you doing? I'm here on the 4 hour and we're testing that 200 moving average and that 236 Fibonacci area. Now this one, ooh, look at, we got this and it goes a little scallop thing. It peaks and then we kind of do some more scallops and ultimately we kind of come up. This always reminds me of a crown. And a lot of times I find they seem to be a little bullish. Now, there's nothing more than just a channel is all it is, but there are some scallops in there, and I pay attention to that. Look, it's a shoulder inverted head and shoulder to the upside. How'd that play out for you? Bottom patterns at a top. How did that work for you, huh? Well, I've seen that happen many, many times. So we've got a channel idea going on, and we broke it. It broke the channel. Oh no. Measure move suggests that we might be coming down for Dogecoin back to 31 cents. Say it's not so. Could that happen? Anything can happen. A lot of areas to find support on the way down there if that were to happen though. Doesn't mean she's going to happen. Let's zoom out a little bit here on Doge so we can get a feel for it. It's 47.48 cents. She hit it up here. That's our 618 Fibonacci. We're getting rejected there just like we should. That's why that makes a good target. 48 cents. Yeah. Makes sense that we would do a pullback. I'm just going to clear this off. Since we know we got that, now we can go from swing high, or swing low to swing high. It's like a nice almost double top there. Two touches right here at the same area is what I mean by that. So a pullback could be warranted, and man, just telling you, I believe a 618 could be warranted right now. Normally I'm looking at this one market, I would be looking on a bearish trend for maybe a 382 for maybe hopeful that it could continue. We'd still do that. We'll still look at there, but I wouldn't just be quick to jump in right now when we hit that area. Like catch a falling knife there, especially got an Ichimoku cloud here sitting there saying I can suck you into it and spit you out down here about 25 cents. So keep these ideas on the table. Doesn't mean that they're necessarily going to play out. But it looks like this next week for altcoins is going to be a little testy, so we got to get ready for it. Hopefully you've been taking profits along the way and got some dry powder set aside ready to go. I just think you don't want to deploy it too soon. Trend lines, what do you suggest? We can tune that in there. I like the angles because the angles correspond. Ooh. Dang, 25 cents could be on the radar there. Could be. Now it's coming down to the smaller time frames to see what it says. 4 hour, support on 200. We got, what do you want to call it? Distribution? Consolidation of price here. Trying to figure out what the hell is going on. Yeah. Look at that cup and handle to the upside. Not. That's a drunken cup and handle. It's a elongated. Not. It's not. The person got a nickname because that's all the freak they could see. Oh, there's the... Okay. All right, so Doge. Let's see. She could come back up for a retest here, about 42 cents. Looks like it might be a good time to consider the possibility. It's too early now. We want to see her come up and maybe roll over. Well, actually, we want to see her come up and go back in. That's what we really want to see, if we're being honest with ourselves, right? But what we'll most likely see is maybe her come up and then maybe roll over a little bit. Let's keep our eyes on it. Keep our eyes on it. We looked at Zeta. We did that. Let's take a look at XRP. XRP, yeah, you know me. We're in that megaphone pattern until sucky, we're not. Oh, we're still in it. We're still in it. Got a bunch of crap here on the screen. Tired turkey. Wow. So, symmetrical triangle, don't like them, don't trust them, worth a crap, because they like to do stuff like this, among others. Sometimes they do what I call a rabbit run, where they'll do this and then come back up here and then do this, and they just don't know which side of the street that they want to be on. Never met a symmetrical triangle that I like or trust. Look at that cup and handle to the upside. Another one, yeah. You know that this one can do good, because look, it's got a cup and handle inside that triangle. We're just going to blank it and take it out here to the upside. Woo! Wow, we could be here by tomorrow at 4. Yeah, not happening. Didn't happen. So this is when flag chasing goes against you, because if you're flag chasing theory, if that's the main technique that you teach and use, then well, no wonder. Today was the day to have your ass handed to you, flag chasers. Sorry to say, don't chase flags. Don't immediately think that they're flags, is what I'm trying to say. Don't immediately think that a pattern is immediately a flag. I used to do that too. And is that a stink bug? Brady, I thought you got out of here, man. You stunk me last time. Get away, stink bug. Oh no! Oh, don't stink me. You're the one that likes to get up on my... Ah, you stinker! Pardon me, I'm being attacked here by... Where'd you go? Last time, I reached over... Oh, I found you. I reached over for this guy, and he was there, and I grabbed him, and he stunk on me. Oh, little. Are you dying or something, dude? I mean, what's up with you? I'm not trying to kill you. I just don't want you here. You're playing dead. The stink bug is playing dead. I ain't touching you. That's for dang sure. Can you see the stink bug? Take the turkey face off. Turkey face. I guess not. Oh well. He's playing possum right now. He didn't sneak me up. All right, XRP, what you doing, baby? You sitting at 218? I can't believe I'm saying XRP is at 218. Look, she's getting ready to flag. Is she? I've got we are in a megaphone pattern. So far, that is holding. Now, these do break to the downside. That is what they're supposed to do. But man, they can be fun to play in the what's the word I'm trying? Interim? Is that the word I'm looking for? I don't know that we're going to bounce here and be safe yet or not. Can't tell, but we are at a 100 moving average on the 4 hour. Finding support there. It's a deeper retracement. We lose that 100, then this scenario's over, and she'll be coming back down. That would suck, but if she can hold in there and hold tight a 4 hour, find support there, well, we'll probably come back up the top of this channel, about 250. I don't know, we might do something like this, come back down one more time, and then start working. Probably playing with this trend line a little bit more, but we could go into the top of it. We could. It seems bleak today just because we're caught up in it. That's all. You know, the sentiment in this market can switch. You can have everybody calling for 30,000 Bitcoin, and then tomorrow we're calling for 130,000. It's crazy on YouTube. No telling what you'll see there. We've got a, that's not accurate. Yeah, we're at a 382 right now. We're at it right now. And it could find some strong support there. It could. So let's watch for it. Let's see if we can get a bounce here. We lose this one, then we're honestly, 618 would be the first target, 146, but you could be as low as $1.07. Could happen. We're not there yet. Don't start sweating it just yet. Just have a plan in place on what to do if we start losing these areas. And here on the 1 hour, we're looking a little tricky. Now, here's our death cross. 50 cross. Don't mean sell now, but sell the next pullback. So if she might come back up here to 240.40, probably pay yourself a little bit just in case we decide to go down to 180, 170 or something crazy. But we look to be finding a little bit of support here. Looks like we might have some bullish divergence playing on this little guy on the RSI. Probably we'll get a pump out of this one, up a little bit, just to retest this area, but maybe 235, maybe get lucky to touch 245, 250. I will be taking some profits along the way, just in case we start doing something. Gotta safeguard that purse. All right. Let's see, we did XRP. Let's take a look at Zeus. Did we look at Zeus? Yes, Zeus. Let's use KuCoin. Zoom out. Nice rounded shape there. I like this. I'm not in this. I'm not in this at all, but I like what I see here. Nice. Rounded bottoms. You got this. And you got that. Woo, baby. Exactly what we want to see. So for she, looks like she might be wanting to come back down, touch this 200 moving average. Might do it, might not do it. Pound it on the 50. Here's the way this strategy works. 5 moving average strategy. 9, 21, 50. Nice strong moves. We're above the 9. That's when everything is fine and dandy. Normal correction. We just come back, maybe bounce off at 21, lose the 9, regain it, bounce off at 21. We lost 21, 50. That's our last safety net. All right. We start losing the 50, then we're either going sideways or we're starting to look at, hey man, there's some more real estate down there. We gotta go revisit. But we can bounce off the 50, and we did, and we're still up. There's some hope, but we're in shaky area. We're just in a shaky area. And we're at the point that if you start buying too much too soon right here, well, you might be disappointed when price drops, you know, over the next 7 days or something. It could be happening. Again, the important thing to note is that we lost that trend line. Looks like we did about 618 Fibonacci retracement there too, and that's cool. That's kosher. Thereabouts, right in that area. So let's look and see if she can find support there. If you're looking at for what we've got going on over here, you see that this would be our neckline, if you will. We draw a line there. Well, there's an inverted head and shoulder thing, and actually it is. It's a bottom pattern. You look for these things on the bottoms, like here. Like coming out of a channel, you can usually find one, or just at a bottom. You don't go and find these at tops and say, look at that inverted head and shoulder, going to take us to the upside, and expect to get the same results that you do on the bottom. It just does not work. Thomas Bukowski says you gotta have a point to reverse to on a reversal pattern. You can't be going up into it because you're not reversing. I just have to keep saying that because I keep seeing sloppy pattern trading ideas out there, and then when they don't work out, they're like, oh, it's the market's fault. And I'm like, no, this is a crappy trade setup, dude. Or a risky one, or you know, one that could have been read a little bit better. I'm only talking about there are some certain people out here that teach on YouTube that are self-proclaimed professionals and build themselves up and make them sound like they know all the answers and everything. But when you really peel it back, I mean, it's kind of shallow. It's kind of shallow knowledge there that they put a hefty price tag on that they're going to give to new people to teach them things that a lot of the stuff is not going to pan out like they say. It's just not. Because they're kind of misusing things. It's like they did not read the... It's like if we got this at school for class, this was our textbook, it's kind of like they just read the back and said, oh, I think I can figure this out by the pictures. That's what it seems like when I watch one or maybe two, mostly one of these guys. Seriously, I think all the rest of them that I see, they do pretty decent TA in all their styles. It's just one. There's just one that just kind of wants to make his own rules and or just, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I'm trying not to name any names. For the love of God, can we do a stream without even mentioning that? That would be awesome. TAI. TARS protocol. Like everything else, getting a nice pullback, 21 moving average. Maybe it'll stick, maybe it won't stick. If it doesn't stick, we still got a nice little target down there, about 26 cents. I'm also looking at 21 here. Yeah, that one. That one. Over the next few days, possible. It's at the 50 moving average on the daily. 20. Yeah, retesting these areas here. Make sure we're solid. And then we can go back up again. That's kind of the worst scenario that I'm looking at right now. Is maybe touching 21. I just still think, we'll think we're getting somewhere, we'll see something else, and then get distracted, and then, a retest and maybe come lower. It's easy to kind of take your eye off the ball when you're on some of these moves, especially in the first half and stuff. The biggest thing to remember, we lost the main line. The main move is over. The big pump up is this one double topped up here. It double topped. Lost. This is how I identify double tops, or this is a good way to identify a double top rather than saying, look, it's a double top. If you broke a trend line, you came back up, because normally you break a trend line, it's over, right? But this one didn't. It rode it back up and then retested the top of it. Lost it again. That's your double top. You got a measure made for this double top right to here. And have we met it? Thereabouts. Could be even bigger than that. It suggested that we would come back down to this area right here. 200 moving average, 25 cents. I would say, yeah, probably take a little while to drop down there. I already lost the 100 moving average, so we're below the 4-hour green Ichimoku cloud. We're in bearish territory at the moment. By the cloud, moving averages are still saying the momentum is still going to carry us forward. This is just a little bit more than a healthy correction. Maybe it is a healthy correction. We need to wipe out some of this leverage and we need shakeups like this. This is what helps us to make higher highs. Flush out leverage, get paper hands out of here, and gosh, shake it up a little bit. Take that profit from all the people that are FOMOing into all these green candles. That's what's happening. The big boys are playing this like a boss. Take a look at grass. Now grass, I might finally get a chance to get in this one because she came back here and broke out and I missed it. Clearly this one wants to be a contender this season. What we got going on here? Not yet. So, I mean, there's a channel somewhere, but I don't know that we've got everything to identify it. But we got a trend line and we broke that trend line. That sucks to be you, grass. Are you coming down the line? Did you double top? Are you going to double top? Good. Hasn't confirmed. That's not confirmed as a double top, but it could. If it double tops, it could send her all the way back down here about 70 or 80 cents. That would kind of suck. We could take a measure move from one of these guys and get an estimation. See if we're getting conflicts with the fibs. What is that, about $1.20? You come down to $1.20 and I've got dry powder, I will definitely be thinking about looking at getting you. See, 0.5 pullback, that was cool. That would have given us a really cool target up there, but we didn't do it. Couldn't get back to make a higher high, so we're just, so far, we're just retesting that area. We'll take our 618, put it out there. Something will give around there. If we do make that measure move, we could be going down to that 97 cent area. All right, so that wasn't it. We lost the trend line. If we say our prayers and get a miracle and everything, I mean, we maybe price come back. This would be the most bullish scenario. This is our hopeful scenario. This is our hopium. For that hopium on all the things that we break back above a trend line and bear trap, and then we just carry on. And this was just a great buying opportunity. That's a scenario. Could happen. Could. We'll look out for it. It could still happen with even the moving averages say that they can happen. Ichimoku Cloud's not really saying it can happen, but that's one scenario. Another one we could be looking at is rolling over up here, getting a retest or a bearish retest coming up here, getting rejected again, and then coming back down. First of all, the retest 204 in that area, see if it sticks. Maybe it does. Maybe we hang out here. If not, then we got the 618 and even these other targets down here we could be coming down to. So we'll have to take it one day at a time. But if we do break this guy right here, then we did make an M pattern, and that puts us at risk of dropping all the way back down to 27 cents. I don't personally see that happen at this phase in the market here as we're starting to head into quarter. We're in Q4, getting ready to head into Q1 of 2025, and we should be an up only around that time. I would be extremely cautiously, but yeah, cautiously optimistic at this point in the market. We just in a flush out, in my personal opinion. Let's come back and see what you guys are talking about. Glasshopper says, yeah, I bought on Safe Trade as well. I've got the wallet. Cubic is weird to work with because it takes a special wallet. It's a special thing, and I don't know. It's and I haven't checked it. I need to do that. Headhawk says, we are so effed. I think we're fine. I think we're okay. I mean, we got about a week's worth of uncertainty and flush out in the market, but you play it right. Edwin Martinez says, DC Falcom coming down to 3.8 to retest support. She's gotten cheap, hasn't she? Yo, whoa. You mean like, you said 380? Like all the way back down here? Let me clear this stuff up. Out. I hate to, we got measured moves for what? Breakout? I don't want to erase it. Okay. I want to zoom out to a 3-day. Filecoin in the big gist of things. We're at the same areas that we were hanging out down here doing double bottle stuff, because this is what double bottoms do. Right here's a great example. We get the nice little left cheek, and then we get the butt crack, and then we get a fuzzy right cheek. But once we kind of print that out, and then we come back up and break above this area here, boom, we like that. Something similar over here. It's more like a triple bottom, but we still got you. If you zoom out, you still got this idea going on. This is our butt crack, and yeah. Eventually, we're going to start seeing this. I wouldn't get too freaked out. I'm going to erase this so we can see what's going on. All right, so this is our harmonic butt crack. Just gave us a full retest there. That's nice. Not quite at the 618. Okay. Interesting. Let's come down to the smaller time frame so I can get some more noise on my chart here. Didn't quite make it up there. We're above the 200 moving average on the daily. Lost the 9. Look, that was a nice run. Lost the 9. We should be headed back. If we can't find support at this 21 moving average, we might. Likely to come back, and we are very likely to come back down to like this area right here, about 497, 498. That's what my moving averages are telling me. That's where 50 moving average is, and it's there with the 800, the 600, and the 300. Those are all in the right orders. These guys are working on trying to move up there and cross over it, hopefully. Nice. Beautiful. This one has just retested the bottom of its megaphone pattern. These are fun to play. My personal opinion, I don't think she's going to get much further down than these areas here. Maybe get a wick down to 5, if at all. If she's doing this pattern, she can find support here. I'd be looking for support here. On the smaller time frame, seeing it catch some support here. And then this one can do some cool stuff. Should be headed back up to this area 870 and then start heading toward $11 or $12. That's what the daily chart is saying. The 4 hour is saying it's a 200 moving average down here that we'll probably need to test. And we need to make sure that we kind of hold this trend line area that's got some little wiggle room here. Yeah, you could see 5. Definitely could do that. Moving averages still look great. 800, 600, 300, 200, and 1. They're all the way they're supposed to be. Everything looks good here. I think it's going to find some support. I don't see it coming down to $3 anywhere at 380 or that. I don't see that at all. I mean, if we go through get bearish and bearish, maybe, but I just think it's doubtful. This one came out of accumulation. It's still got some other areas that could retest, and that's where that area would come in, is a retest of this trend line. I don't think she's necessarily going to do it. She would have to give this one up. If she loses this trend line here and loses the 200 moving average, this price point at 550, we start losing that, and maybe that could come into play. That would be how it'd have to. We'd have to move out of this, but a lot of times we don't lose these guys. And the moving averages here are suggesting to get ready to lose it. Look at this on market side for you. Already got a green dot here on the bottomed out indicators. Look how deep that is. It's almost at the very bottom, and you got this little coveted. That's the BitBoy green dot right here. This little one right there. Not this one, but this one that's under there. It can get bigger, but it's just starting to show up there on the 4 hour. That means bullish divergence. So you can catch a bounce here on Altcoin. So I like her for trying to find some support here about 550. Sam says Solana's getting juicy again. Angelo says put all your money in the Sheep, XRP, and Solana. Noah Breezy says, can you check? Is it Alex? You got ALCX. I think you mean Alex, right? Because there's there's an ALCX. Okay, my bad. We'll go with that one then. I just see steep corrections all across the board. A little concerning to be on the 100, but it's found support there before on the 100 and went along its merry little way. As a general rule, I don't like to see them go past the 50. But that's when you got to look at the price history and see how it respected the other time frame, the other moving averages. Now, with all these being, like we said, on everything else, they're stacked up in good order. I mean, she can bounce off of any of these and just recover and go, keep on going. What are we listening to here? Is this the Halloween music? Again, this one's also got a channel or possibly a megaphone pattern if it gets going. It could. Nice. If she loses this channel, I mean, we can take a measure move from that and won't like it. I don't think she will do it. I could be totally wrong though. But that would be retesting the 800 moving average and all these. Could happen. Could. Unlikely to go much further down than that. That's 1578. Maybe. So higher 15s, low 16s. If we lose lose the $22 area there. Look here on the smaller time frame. Just finding the support down there. Locking it, wanting to come back up and get these areas. Look like she wants to head back up about 26. Big butt crack. Tao took a big dump for a sec. Let's take a look at Solana. So she's looking. Oh, look! Are you coming up? How far did you get down? 207? I've had to move some more. I took my Solana off my account because, I took profit. But I had to move some more Solana over there since we started getting the dip so that I could, even grow a bigger bag. Let's zoom out on this one. So Solana, she's been showing signs that she was going to pull back for a while, for a minute. She's just been really, really slow in letting it play out. I'm just going to have to zoom all the way out. I'm going to erase everything. Look, that's a cup and handle to the upside. That actually could be a cup and handle. That could be a nice cup and handle. That's more what you'd want to see for a cup and handle. The way that William J. O'Neill described this in his book was playing out over weeks and long amount of times, not necessarily looking for cup and handles on the 5 minute or the 1 minute. I mean, we know things play out on all time frames, but when they happen really slowly like this, those are the ones that are worth it. Oh, snap. Depending on how you want to take your measure move on this one. Suggests that Solana could go up to 4. Is that what? About 413? Just came up and pretty much retested that all-time high there and lost it. On the daily time frame here, I'm just going to check her out real quick. Here at the 236. Retesting this top over here. Be nice if that holds. That would be gorgeous. And on this one is a 382. How beautiful. Man, it would be great if this one holds right here. If it holds here at 206. Whew, that would be great, but it looks like she might could come down a wee bit. Just a wee bit. Any lower targets on Solana, I would be looking at 187, maybe 169, but no guarantees that we're going to go there. It would be really cool. it just depends on how this plays out over the next few days, right? Bouncing off this 382 area, that 236 from the bigger pull, I mean, there could be a hellacious move coming from this if we can hold that area. So I want to look for that. She's still working on going parabolic. See that? She'd be curving up. She was doing this and she lost that. So that does mean that maybe right there could come into play. Let's see what we can get there. 206, 109. Solana. Well, normally I would turn into a turkey after it gets laid, but kind of already did that. Oh. What the hell? Is that a roll of quarters in your pocket, or you just got to see me? Ha 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 ha. How's it going? All right. Well, apparently I'm some kind of a Yoda dog. Bugpick says Link is recovering. I just happened to see that in the chat real quick. We'll take a look at Link real quick. Oh, no, are you recovering? I'm on the daily. You can't tell crap. Here we go. Nice. Oh, snap. You respected my trend line after you broke out and everything? Nice, Link. That's cool. When I get off the stream tonight, I gotta go through and nurture all my bags and my positions and everything, make sure we're covered and see if I can nibble at some of these nice little discounts we got, but not too heavy, not too much, because there could be some more discounts with some bearish retests. You know, we could be for a little bit. Take a look at Bitcoin dominance, which has been coming up, and let's look at her on the 4 hour. Again, Bitcoin dominance, I think she looks blue. I think she can recover, but she did lose this main trend line, meaning that we got a chance to get rejected over here. So we got 800, 600. See, man, these moving averages the bigger ones are really stacked up right. If we do roll over, you know, altcoins will enjoy it. I don't know if we'll come down and make a lower low on this. We could. It's what would normally happen, but I'm just concerned that Bitcoin dominance is going to get back in here and this will all be a bear trap. That's the scenario that I'm still looking at. That I think could still happen. I think we can recover here and then Bitcoin's going to steal the show again. That's what I'm looking out for. If it doesn't, we could, you know, we might be on an altcoin season. I still say I don't particularly see a full-blown altcoin season just yet. I just don't. But hey, man, we'll see. We'll see. You definitely don't feel like it's altcoin season today, though, right? Yeah. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me. We'll take one last look at Bitcoin as it's 96,890. When she's in the 90,000s right here, I'm going to be nibbling and adding to my Bitcoin position and buy it as cheap as I can get, because eventually we're going to crack that 100,000 and not fall back below it at some point. At some point in the game, that's where we're going to be, and it's right around the corner. It's right around the corner. And before I leave, just because I know you're feeling bad today, I just want to remind you, just one more time, just go back where we were exactly 4 years ago to the day. We did this earlier when we started the stream. This should make you feel better. This should make you feel better about what's going on. Maybe we'll do this for altcoins too. Bitcoin, again. Here we were, December 8th, 2020. We took a dump from 19,000, and then for the next 2 days we went down to 17,000. We took a little bit of a dip there, right around the same time 4 years ago. Second week in December, pull back, market freaking out. 9 moving average, never did cross that 21 moving average. Green line never crossed that that red line. We recovered, and then for the whole quarter one, it was up, basically up only. Could be doing that. Let's take a look at Total 3 and see what she did 4 years ago. Total 3, what did you do 4 years ago? Back in 2020. Where are you at? You way back over here. Here's our altcoins. 4 years ago. December. This was the 6th. It looks like November and December, the 1st of December, we were at highs, and then we just kind of went sideways and down. But here's where we were on the 9th, where it bottomed out. The 10th, we had a little bit of a recovery, and then when it came to the 11th, the 12th, 13th, I guess, we still came back down to some of the lows. Not quite as low, but thereabouts. We did get crosses at the 9 over the 21. It recovered. This is a noisier chart here too, right? Then we bumped up through the 17th, 18th, 19th, but right here, right around Christmas, we had a Christmas dump. Might we get a Christmas altcoin dump? We might. Because I distinctly remember being very heavy in altcoins. And you think of all your Christmases, I can't remember very many Christmases where we were all happy about our altcoins. We're about as happy then as we are right now during that time. And so that was a lower low. That was a big flush out, the Christmas flush out. But after that flush out, we regained it. This is the weirdest music. What the hell? I just died in your arms tonight. Must be something I said. I just died in your arms tonight. Sean, you need to go back to singing lessons. I'm just saying. So, December. She's got her ups and downs, baby. Look, she even looked. You would have been pattern trader people over here. They would have been looking at this saying, "What's a triple top?" Because yeah, it could be. Oh my gosh. Shoulder, head and shoulder to the downside. It's all over here, fellers. That's all over. And then it wasn't. We're getting ready to do something like this again. Don't let the market freak you out, but don't let it take you out either. Trade carefully. You guys got this. Thanks for hanging out with me. 25 beautiful people. I'll see you again tomorrow night. Sean, let's roll out. Sean? Yoda nerd! Doc Yoda.
I've been keeping my eyes on you all year. You've been taking notice that much.
It shall live.
Now I'm meaning to ask you, hoping you'll take this.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate that. Sometimes they do okay. Sometimes. Ooh.
For Christmas night, why don't we make your Christmas my Christmas, our Christmas? Why don't we make your Christmas my
I remember my bias getting to me when salt was hitting $8. Oh man. I started buying around 18 or 20. I was like, no, you better buy it. It'll probably take off. But I couldn't do it at 8. I didn't have what it was, I didn't have the money. I didn't have the dry powder. And a little bit with what dry powder I did, I wasn't going to do it. Man. Oh well. $8 Solana. That was great. Good night, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Good night, John boy. Good night, Mary Ellen. Good night, Grandpa. Good night, Jimbo.